animals, this is another opportunity for you to release your party adrenaline.
You're watching Loud and City, baby. Loud and City.
Yo, it's G&L Zamba.
Representing them Kalme Khalifa.
Yo. I will sing my song to you.
Yo, it's Loud and City, your one-stop shop for the entertainment.
What is happening with your celebrities? You want the hardest? You want the
money?
I notice.
Thing I'm sure of, you're in the wrong job. Here, call me tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to hear more from you.
Are you ready for your big break? The East African, understanding the region.
NTV, turning on your world.
Good afternoon, a very warm welcome to NTV at One. Let's begin with a quick look at the headlines. Oil extraction. New study says women are likely to be affected more by the environmental effects. In Mityana, a man calling himself a witch doctor has been beaten up after being accused of defiling a 14-year-old girl. Also coming up, coach Jose Mourinho speaks big ahead of the game with Man City tomorrow. You're watching NTV at One. I am Rachel Arinitwe Mwine. The oil extraction process is due to affect women more, according to a new study. This is in relation to the environmental effects that follow the extraction, like air, water pollution, and land degradation. International Alert is calling for an action plan in consideration of the needs of women in oil areas. Uganda is currently in the advanced stages of the development of a $4 billion oil refinery and pipeline infrastructure that is expected to process the over 2 billion barrels of crude oil deposits.
An interministerial framework to guide social activities, particularly around gender, is urgently required to check the environmental impact of oil extraction. A new study reveals that the impact of oil extraction on water, air, and land is largely felt by women.
So that's why we are here with the Ministry of Gender to raise these concerns that have come out of our research, that if nothing is done now, 10, 20 years from now, we shall look back and lament at how much impact the oil industry has had on women and gender relations, and on the social impact of the oil industry that has been largely not talked about. Government should come out and support the Ministry of Gender to go out and do awareness. Much focus has been on the Ministry of Energy, but that's okay because it was during the exploration phase. Now that the oil industry is going to start really directly affecting people's lives and livelihoods, it needs an inter-ministerial approach.
International Alert, the organization behind the study, Gender Issues in Uganda's Oil and Gas Sector, emphasizes that an action plan by government should reconsider land rights, among others.
In Uganda, used to own just land 6 by 6 feet on their desk. That was the land the women owned. Now, as I say, we are still a long way, but at least 39% of the women now have co-ownership titles, titled land. This is one of the reasons you have moved to those oil regions, because you know that people will be on our necks, even ourselves. What are you doing about the women?
The report also recommends priority action areas to include a national content policy with special consideration for the needs of the women in all areas.
There must be awareness creation. Then I think there must be sensitization regarding what would be the benefits. That's why we were saying that even currently, the expectations, we need to manage expectations highly, because you find that everyone, even those who don't have land in the regions where oil was discovered, are fearing that Uganda should get rich.
A man who was accused of pretending to be a witch doctor and defiling a 14-year-old girl has been beaten up by residents of Zigoti town in Malangala sub-county in Mityana district. Enoch Chirabira is said to have asked the teenager working in a restaurant in the town to bring him some food in the lodge where he was staying.
52-year-old Enoch Chirabira was caught pants down in the act of defiling the girl. The residents forced him out of the lodge to humiliate him. The girl said she screamed and residents came to help her. But Chirabira has denied the allegations, saying that the girl went into his room to ask for blessings. He pleaded with the residents to take him to police instead.
President Museveni has launched the construction of a fruit processing factory in Soroti district. The government expects that the factory will boost income of the farmers. The president said fruits have more demand and generate more money than coffee, and the 7 million trees the farmers have planted are not enough and they need to do more. The proposed site is in Arapai sub-county.
The female lays 50 male and 50 female per season. And you find if it is allowed to hatch, those are about 100 per fly. There's a problem with the fruit fly, which is affecting almost 90% of the fruits that are already here. You can see she's already holding some of them that are affected, and she's not able to sell any fruit as we talk now. And the best she has been able to do is just to bury them down, to collect the fallen fruits and bury them down on the ground.
Many of you did not know that fruits were a cash crop. That first step of growing the fruits is not yet finished. We have started, but we are only a quarter of the way. The second step is to have entrepreneurs who have got money and skills to build a factory, process the fruits.
Let's now take a quick break. We'll be right back with more stories.
Use White Star Laundry Bar Soap with a lemon fragrance and you'll have a fresh, clean day. Be like a star. Use White Star. White Star Laundry Bar Soap. All day fresh clean.
New Camay body lotion. He's always so busy, but no need to worry. I know my way to his heart. New Camay lotion with oils for moisture, long-lasting moisture that lasts so long, all day long.
Your skin glows.
I know it glows.
Skin so soft.
Oh, what a glow!
You're the queen of my heart.
I'm a Camay kind of woman. Discover new body care collection from Camay.
On the next episode, brought to you by...
At Orange, we know you want to do more on the internet. That's why we bring you happy hour day and night.
On the next episode of Tuwaye.
Mpulira nti otuukako n'okubeera omu ku baddukanya essomero ate ng'oli muyizi.
Kati waliwo munnange omu yayogerako n'omusomesa omu nti nze nina ssente ne banzisa mu kafubo. Student ne banzisa mu kafubo. Ne bangamba nti kati omanyi twagala tufune we tupangisa naye tetulina ssente. Nga nze nzija ninamu emitwalo nga 8. Kandi kati awo tutambula tuweeko 6. Kubanga esooka na banka kasa nti ndi kitundu ku mulimu nga director. Ekyokubiri director student.
Oye mukulu Mike Kironde nanyini kutandika Janan Schools mu Uganda. Kulomukaaga luno essaawa 4 ekiro programu eri emujoyina okulaba Tuwaye. Nja kubeera naye tomusubwa.
You can download movies at the lowest prices another fast from Orange. Dial *133# to buy a data bundle. Happy hour changes with Orange. Today changes with Orange.
Welcome back. Now, if you thought that our members of parliament only think of new laws and debating how government should spend taxpayers' money, then you're mistaken. Some legislators are experts on condom sizes. They know which parts of the country need which condom sizes and which size fits who eats what. Here now is Agnes Nandutu with that and more in your weekly compilation of the lighter side of the news point blank.
Proudly sponsored by...
Bite off.
Hey! I am the man who can just look at the woman and she gets pregnant.
You should leave issues of the generals to the generals.
You want another rap?
Yeah, Susie.
Outgoing Prime Minister and self-styled Mr. Clean at one of his last official functions. Point Blank recognizes you as probably the most powerful Prime Minister Uganda has had. But isn't this the kind of action that forced President Yoweri Museveni to give you the last blow? But why did you dare receive instruments of power when the man who fought for freedom is still strong?
You know, what you call instruments of power are given to me every year for the last 28 years because I have been receiving these. There is nothing new. Thank you.
But you are not alone. Even Deputy Lord Mayor Slimani Kidandala has been sacked. Yes, Lord Mayor. Using the powers vested in you, tell us Kidandala's fate.
Fine.
Oh! The Lord Mayor is overwhelmed by emotions. But we shall not allow Kidandala to take your place. We shall not. You are still Lord Mayor.
I've been patient, I've been magnanimous. But my patience and magnanimity has been overstretched.
Just announce Kidandala's fate. Announce it.
A decision has been taken that his name be withdrawn.
But there is bad news in Parliament. The condoms supplied to MPs are running out so fast. Dr. Vitecherezo, how many boxes do you normally get in Parliament?
I cannot establish the number of boxes that are being consumed in Parliament per day, but I can tell you, we tried it. We have been putting them in place of convenience, and you see them disappearing, meaning that they are being used.
So, how can government solve this problem, Honorable Azza?
We need more condoms because, and as you know, most of the members here, especially the male members of parliament, have their wives.
Please clearly tell us the consumption pattern of these condoms in Parliament to help the suppliers know when to stock the lifeguards.
They are traveling out, say out of the country or maybe in the up-country areas.
Is it true this happens in Parliament, Dr. Vitecherezo?
Things are happening to me because these condoms are not eaten, they are used.
I like you for being blank to the point, Doctor. You are the point blank MP.
There is no way we can hide our heads in the sand like ostriches, as if things are not going wrong.
Honorable MPs can really consume condoms.
Even by you use them, because first of all, where are they going?
Not me. It is you, Honorable, who picks those condoms.
I don't use these things because I am a married man. I have only one woman.
Thank you for being faithful.
We shall put these condoms in places of convenience, in Parliament. I can tell you, people will continuously keep picking them.
But is it true that the condoms do not fit some MPs?
That some youth are complaining that the condoms that they are being given, some of them are too short. Their organs can't fit in them very well.
How can we solve this serious problem then?
There's a need for us really to have condoms of various sizes and depending on the different communities.
You mean different communities have different sizes of...
Because there are some organs that can be, long and then others short but fat.
You have really taken time to study these thinkings of yours, Mheshimiwa.
You find people who normally eat a lot of cassava, with a lot of potatoes and millet, have got, big sexual organs, especially for men.
Some examples, please, Hodarwaza.
Karamoja, South Sudan. I have proved this, that people around these areas have got bigger sexual organs.
I also endowed, Hodarable. I mean, what is your size, Hodarable?
Standard. I have standard size.
Agnes Nanditu. Point blank.
That's enough.
We work so hard, but we are never protected. But with Skin Guard, we are protected.
Skin Guard is for everyone.
After a miserable Champions League week for Jose Mourinho, his team will be returning to maintain their good start in the Premier League. The Stamford Bridge side will be facing off with Manchester City in the biggest fixture of the weekend tomorrow. Manager Jose Mourinho is confident he has the right team to beat Manchester City.
Our squad is better than last season. We have more solutions. We got a couple of players with qualities that we didn't have this season. And we feel that our squad, in spite of we have a very short squad of 21 players, in this 21, 4 are under 21 and still can play like they do sometimes in the under 21s. We feel that these 17 players, we have a good balance, we have a good squad, and we are happy with that.
Mourinho also believes the return of Diego Costa after nursing a hamstring injury will bring change to his side.
He plays Sunday, doesn't play against Bolton. He plays against Aston Villa Saturday. So in this moment, decision made. Let's see his evolution, and let's hope that he goes in the right direction and he becomes available to play every game.
Chelsea will for the first time play against one of their long-serving players, Frank Lampard. Although he did not support his leaving, Mourinho says he had no choice but to let the player go.
If you ask me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I wouldn't say so. Even a few months ago when he signed for the New York team, I was not expecting that. But his decision, his life, and my respect for that.
Jose Mourinho there commenting on the big game tomorrow between Chelsea and Manchester City. We do apologize for the slight technical hitch earlier. Well, thank you so much for joining us on NTV at 1. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend.